Tarot de Marseille by Günter Foss. Introduction. The Tarot de Marseille represents a rich tapestry woven into the fabric of European culture and mysticism. This deck, with its vivid imagery and deep symbolism, has captivated the imagination of mystics, seekers, artists, and scholars for centuries. The history of the Tarot de Marseille is a journey through time, reflecting a lineage that encompasses diverse influences from the Renaissance to modern interpretations. This discussion will delve into its earliest usage, key historical references, notable figures associated with its lineage, its enduring deep relevance, and a brief comparative analysis with the Rider-Waite Smith system. Early usage and beginnings. The Tarot de Marseille finds its roots in the 15th century, with the deck's earliest known examples emerging in Italy at around 1440. The initial purpose of tarot cards was far from divination. They were primarily used for playing card games. The first known decks in Italy were closely associated with the game of tarocchi, which had simple suits akin to contemporary playing cards. Research suggests that the Tarot de Marseille evolved from these simple Italian decks, featuring a blend of Gothic and Renaissance artistic themes. The most recognized existing deck, attributed to Nicholas Conver, was first printed in 1760. Conver's deck reflects the distinctive elements characteristic of the Marseille style: minor arcana cards with pips, numerical value cards, rather than illustrated scenes, and major arcana cards brimmed with archetypal symbolism. Nicolas Conver, a notable figure in the history of tarot, is best known for producing one of the most revered and influential decks in the Tarot de Marseille tradition. Little is known about Conver's early life, but he was active during the mid-18th century in France, a time when tarot was transitioning from a card game toward a more esoteric and symbolic interpretation. Conver's deck is often heralded as the quintessential Marseille tarot, encapsulating the distinctive artistic and iconographic elements that define the style. Conver's contributions to tarot can be observed in his meticulous attention to detail and symbolism. His deck features the same archetypal imagery that has become synonymous with the Tarot de Marseille, including iconic cards such as Le Battleur, the Magician, and La Roue de Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. The artwork in Conver's deck reflects the Baroque style prevalent during his time, characterized by vibrant colors and bold lines. Additionally, Conver opted for a traditional format with the minor arcana cards depicted simply as number-based pips, eschewing the illustrative scenes that later became popular in decks like the Rider-Waite Smith. This simplicity allowed for a direct engagement with the cards, encouraging readers to invoke their intuition when interpreting meanings from the symbols. The historical context of Conver's work is deeply entwined with the changes occurring in European society. The Enlightenment, with its emphasis on reason and empirical knowledge, began to challenge the more mystically inclined views that characterized earlier epochs. Yet, interest in divination, spirituality, and the esoteric persisted as people sought new means of understanding their place in the world. Conver's tarot deck, produced in the midst of these societal transformations, epitomizes the new juxtaposition of rational thought and mysticism. It also played a key role in the growing popularity of tarot as a divinatory tool, particularly in France, where card reading became increasingly associated with the spiritualist movements of the time. The influence of Conver's Tarot de Marseille extends beyond just mere aesthetics. It became a pivotal reference point for later tarot creators and scholars. His decisions about imagery and structure have influenced countless decks over the centuries ever since, solidifying the Marseille style as a cornerstone of tarot tradition. In the 20th century, scholars and practitioners like Paul Marteau and Alejandro Jodorowsky revisited Conver's work, exploring its symbolism in depth and reaffirming its significance in the broader tapestry of tarot history. Jodorowsky, for instance, emphasized the importance of the Marseille deck as a tool for personal transformation and self-understanding, further perpetuating the impact of Conver's enduring creation. Ultimately, Nicholas Conver's tarot deck is not merely an artifact of the past, but a living expression of the interplay between art, mysticism, and human experience. His work encapsulated the essence of the Tarot de Marseille, establishing a legacy that continues to inspire and guide tarot practitioners today. The timeless imagery and rich symbolism he crafted resonate with readers around the world, creating a bridge between the historical and the contemporary, the mundane and the mystical. As such, Conver not only left an indelible mark on the history of tarot, but also helped to shape our understanding of it as a profound tool for insight and exploration. Later, Jean-Baptiste Alliette, also known as Etteilla, began to popularize tarot cards for divinatory exploration in the 1780s, claiming they were actual vessels for communicating hidden divine knowledge. Although he was not directly connected to the Tarot de Marseille as such, his use of tarot cards as divinatory tools had a long-lasting impact on cartomancy and transitioning the Marseille deck from a game to an oracle. Alliette's engagement with tarot began in earnest during the late 18th century, a period steeped in the philosophical currents of the Enlightenment, as well as the burgeoning interest in mysticism and the occult. In 1783, he published a treatise titled Manière de tirer les cartes, Way to Read Cards, where he elaborated on the tarot's symbolic meanings and outlined specific methods for divination. This marked a significant shift in tarot's narrative, as Alliette was among the first to position tarot not just as a game, but as a profound tool for introspection and fortune-telling. His interpretations drew heavily from ancient Egyptian symbolism, which he believed imbued tarot with a mystical heritage, aligning it with the era's fascination for Orientalism and the idea of hidden knowledge. One of Alliette's most significant contributions was the creation of an original tarot deck tailored specifically for divination, distinct from the Tarot de Marseille, which had been the dominant form at the time. In 1789, he produced a deck known as the Tarot d'Etteilla, which featured a unique structure and imagery explicitly designed to support his divinatory practices. Unlike the Marseille deck, which used pips for the minor arcana, Alliette's deck illustrated scenes in all cards, a move that reflected his emphasis on narrative and symbolism in the reading process. This innovative approach not only changed the visual language of tarot, but also influenced future generations of tarot creators to come who would continue to develop illustrated decks. Alliette's work quickly gained popularity, leading to his involvement in the burgeoning tarot revival of the late 18th and early 19th centuries. His teachings and decks helped popularize the idea of tarot as a tool for exploration, setting the stage for the more elaborate tarot symbolism that would define later decks. Alliette also actively engaged with other esoteric movements of his time, and his writings include numerous references to astrology, alchemy, and Kabbalistic elements, which further enriched the tarot discourse. He was a pioneer in integrating various mystical traditions into tarot interpretation, suggesting that tarot could serve as a microcosm of universal truths. Despite the revolutionary impact Alliette had on tarot as a practice, he also encountered skepticism from more traditional card players and academics of his time, who adhered to the conventional understanding of tarot primarily as a parlor game. Nevertheless, the legacy of Alliette's work cannot be understated. As one of the founding figures in the tarot's transition into the world of divination, his influence reverberates through contemporary tarot, where his ideas about symbolic interpretation and personal insight continue to resonate. His enduring impact was recognized even posthumously, as later tarot practitioners, such as Paul Marteau, and the creators of the Rider-Waite Smith deck, drew inspiration from the foundational changes that Alliette had established in the lexicon of tarot reading. A rich lineage, the Tarot de Marseille's influence transcended its original Italian and later French geographic boundaries, leading to its adoption by various diverse thinkers and artists throughout history. One pivotal figure was the Swiss occultist and philosopher Eliphas Levi, 1810 to 1875, who emphasized the connection between Kabbalah, alchemy, and the tarot. He argued that the tarot cards encapsulate universal principles and moral truths, shaping how future practitioners would interpret the symbolism. His work provided a bridge between the romanticism of the early modern period and the burgeoning interest in the occult that characterized the fin de siècle. Levi's theories on magic, the Kabbalah, and the tarot framework helped elevate tarot from its origins as a mere card game to a revered tool for divination and spiritual inquiry. Levi's pivotal book, Dogme et Rituel de Haute Magie, Dogma and Ritual of High Magic, published in 1856, introduces his ideas regarding the tarot as a profound system of symbols interconnected with the mysteries of the universe. In this text, Levi asserts that the tarot consists of universal archetypes, encapsulating essential truths that engender understanding about both the human experience and the cosmos itself. He famously identified the major arcanas cards as representing the great forces of nature and human development. For Levi, each card is not just a divinatory symbol, it is an expression of underlying metaphysical principles, amalgamating alchemical elements, astrology, and Kabbalistic symbolism. Levi's interpretation of the tarot also emphasized its mystical and magical properties. He proposed a synthesis between the tarot and Kabbalah, asserting that the tarot bore a hidden wisdom that could be unlocked through appropriate study and esoteric practice. Notably, Levi associated the cards with the Hebrew alphabet, asserting that each major arcana card corresponds to a letter, thereby anchoring the tarot within a broader framework of spiritual and intellectual exploration. This integration of the tarot with Kabbalah and mysticism positioned Levi as a key figure in reviving interest in these disciplines during the 19th century, contributing to a wider resurgence of occult thought in Europe. Levi's work was also significant in the context of the French magical revival, deeply influencing later practitioners and esoteric societies, including the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. His interpretation of the tarot impacted well-known figures such as Aleister Crowley, who adapted Levi's ideas and further developed his own tarot system in the Book of Thoth. The elemental themes and archetypal connections proposed by Levi would persist, echoing through subsequent tarot decks and influencing various schools of thought focused on divination and the mystical. Eliphas Levi's contributions to tarot were transformative, offering a rich, layered understanding of the cards that continues to resonate in contemporary occult practice. His blend of mysticism, symbolism, and metaphysical insight positioned tarot as a key tool for personal and spiritual exploration, ensuring its relevance in the ever-evolving landscape of esoteric thought. Through Levi's writings and teachings, tarot began to be recognized not merely as a means of fortune-telling, but as an intricate map of personal transformation and cosmic truth. The enigmatic poet and painter, Arthur Rimbaud, was also intrigued by the Tarot de Marseille. He visualized the imagery within the cards as expressions of human experience, using the deck to shed light on the movement of consciousness. Rimbaud was born in 1854 in Charleville, France, and became a prominent figure in the symbolist movement, known for his vivid imagery and radical departure from conventional poetic forms. His literary career, which peaked during his teenage years, was marked by an intense exploration of emotions, experiences, and the mystical realms of perception. Rimbaud's interest in the esoteric and the occult parallels the broader cultural movements of his time, particularly the fascination with mysticism and spiritualism that emerged during the 19th century in Europe. This period saw an increased interest in deeper psychological and symbolic explorations of the self, often intertwined with various mystical traditions, including Kabbalah and Tarot. While there is no definitive evidence that Rimbaud extensively studied Tarot, certain elements of his poetry suggest a conscious engagement with symbolism that bears a resemblance to the archetypal imagery found within tarot cards. One significant influence on Rimbaud was the symbolist movement, which sought to express the inexpressible through symbols and metaphors, much like the imagery in the tarot. His poem Le Bateau Ivre, The Drunken Boat, exhibits a dreamlike quality, rife with surreal and symbolic imagery that aligns with the archetypal nature of tarot. In certain interpretations, the chaotic journey and the exploration of the subconscious in his works echo the themes found in the major arcana of the tarot, where cards represent profound human experiences and transformations. Moreover, Rimbaud's use of visionary language and his quest for transcendental experiences further align him with the mysticism associated with tarot. He famously referred to the concept of the voyant or seer, someone who perceives deeper truths beyond the material world. This notion resonates with the role of the tarot reader, who interprets the symbolic messages of the cards to divine insights about the past, present, and future. Rimbaud's search for altered states of consciousness through poetry bears echoes of the tarot's purpose as a tool for introspection and understanding the self. While there is no direct evidence linking Rimbaud to a specific practice of tarot, his poetic oeuvre undoubtedly mirrors the rich symbolism and metaphysical inquiry that characterize the tarot tradition. His work invites readers to journey through complex emotional landscapes. Much like a tarot reading encourages exploration of one's inner world through the lens of archetypal imagery. Rimbaud's innovative approach to poetry, infused with themes of mysticism and symbolic exploration, ultimately resonates with the timeless essence of tarot, highlighting the interconnectedness of art, spirituality, and human experience during a transformative period in history. Henri Gamard, a notable tarot historian, chronicled the history and spread of Marseille decks, further solidifying the deck's status as a vital tool for exploration in art and spirituality. Henri Gamard, though not as widely recognized as major figures in the history of tarot, plays a significant role in the discourse surrounding tarot's evolution in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Born in 1861 in France, Gamard was an artist, writer, and historian whose passion for visual arts intersected intriguingly with esoteric traditions, including tarot. His contributions can be primarily understood within the context of the burgeoning interest in tarot and occultism that characterized the late 19th century, a time when the symbolic and mystical dimensions of tarot began to attract a more scholarly audience. In literary and occult circles, tarot was gaining new recognition as a vehicle for spiritual exploration and psychological insight. Gamard emerged as a key figure during this transformation, particularly noted for his collaboration with the influential esoteric group, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. This group was pivotal in reviving interest in tarot as a tool for divination and personal growth. In his writings, Gamard contributed to the idea that tarot was not merely a game or a tool for fortune-telling, but a repository of ancient wisdom and symbolic representation of the human experience. His approach aligned with the Golden Dawn's perspective, that the cards served as a bridge to deeper spiritual truths. One of Gamard's notable contributions was the emphasis on the artistic and mystical aspects of tarot imagery. His work often highlighted the importance of the visual symbols found in tarot decks, particularly focusing on the intricate designs of the major arcana. He argued that each card encapsulated profound archetypal meanings, allowing individuals to access deeper layers of consciousness, an idea that echoed the writings of other prominent tarot scholars of the time, such as Paul Christian and Eliphas Levi. By emphasizing the interconnectedness of the tarot's symbolic language and artistic expression, Gamard contributed to a broader understanding of the tarot's capacity for telling stories and facilitating introspection. Gamard's historical writings on tarot placed him within a broader context of intellectual and artistic currents that were reshaping European thought. The interest in tarot was not merely a fad. It reflected a deep-seated quest for understanding the self, the universe, and the unseen forces that govern existence. Gamard's assertions about the importance of tarot in exploring psychological and spiritual dimensions laid the groundwork for future tarot scholars and practitioners. His historical insights reinforced the idea that tarot could serve as a meaningful guide for individuals seeking insights into their personal journeys, further solidifying tarot's place in the rich tapestry of Western esotericism. Paul Marteau was a pivotal figure in the history of tarot, particularly known for his work on the Tarot de Marseille, a deck that has become synonymous with traditional tarot practice. Born in 1903 in Paris, Marteau was not only a tarot expert, but also a skilled artist and a prominent scholar of esotericism. His life's work significantly contributed to the renaissance of interest in tarot during the mid-20th century, a period marked by a burgeoning fascination with mysticism, psychology, and the occult. Marteau's engagement with tarot began in earnest in the 1930s, a time when the Tarot de Marseille was largely overshadowed by the rise of more modern, visually appealing decks like those of the Rider-Waite Smith. The Tarot de Marseille, with its stark lines and evocative imagery, originated in the 16th and 17th centuries and represents one of the oldest tarot traditions. In 1949, Marteau published his seminal work, Le Tarot de Marseille, in which he meticulously analyzed the cards and their symbolism, restoring their significance within the context of both divination and psycho-spiritual exploration. His approach combined rigorous historical research with a deep appreciation for the artistic qualities of the tarot. Marteau's interpretation of the Tarot de Marseille emphasized its roots in medieval philosophy and metaphysics. He argued that each card was a visual representation of archetypal themes that resonate with the human experience, connecting the spiritual, psychological, and emotional dimensions of existence. His work not only illuminated the historical context of the cards, but also served to bridge the gap between the mystical and the practical uses of tarot. Marteau became instrumental in reviving the Tarot de Marseille as a tool for introspection and personal growth, fostering a deeper understanding of how the images and symbols can reflect an individual's inner journey. His contributions also paved the way for subsequent generations of tarot readers and scholars who sought to further explore and interpret the card meanings established by Marteau and his contemporaries. His legacy endures in the many tarot communities around the world that still treasure the deep-rooted symbolism of the Tarot de Marseille, celebrating its historical significance and continued relevance in contemporary tarot practice. Through Marteau's detailed analysis and artistic appreciation, the Tarot de Marseille remains a vital instrument for both divination and self-exploration, resonating with seekers and enthusiasts alike. More recent contributions and understanding of the Tarot de Marseille come from Carl Jung, Alejandro Jodorowsky, and Yoav Ben Dov. The relationship between Carl Jung and tarot is a fascinating interplay of psychology, symbolism, and the exploration of the unconscious. Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, founded analytical psychology and introduced groundbreaking concepts such as archetypes, the collective unconscious, and psychological transformation. His work emerged in the early 20th century, a time when many intellectuals sought to bridge science and spirituality, and his interest in esoteric traditions, including alchemy, astrology, and the tarot, became a significant aspect of his exploration of the psyche. Jung's engagement with tarot can be traced back to his broader fascination with symbols and their role in psychological development. In his 1936 essay, The Psychological Aspects of the Tarot, Jung recognized that the images in tarot cards reflect universal archetypes, which can facilitate personal insight and growth. He asserted that the tarot serves as a mirror for the soul, revealing hidden aspects of the self and enabling individuals to confront their unconscious fears and desires. Jung believed that the archetypal images found in tarot cards resonate with the collective unconscious and provide a language through which individuals can connect with their deeper issues. This perspective aligns seamlessly with Jung's theories about the power of symbols to catalyze personal transformation and healing. Jung's interest in tarot was further deepened during the period he spent in the United States in the 1920s, where he began to explore the cultural significance of various symbolic systems. His interactions with artists, writers, and spiritual thinkers exposed him to a plethora of mystical traditions, including standout influences like the Tarot of Marseille and various esoteric interpretations. In particular, Jung's correspondence with figures such as the psychoanalyst and writer Thomas Mann and the artist Richard Wilhelm exemplified his growing acknowledgement of the therapeutic dimensions of ancient practices, including tarot. Additionally, Jung's own use of tarot can be seen in his personal quest for understanding, as he frequently employed the cards during his own introspective work. He maintained that engaging with tarot could catalyze a dialogue with the unconscious, allowing individuals to access deeper truths about themselves. For Jung, the act of drawing cards and interpreting their meanings was not merely a predictive exercise, but rather an invitation to engage in a profound exploration of the self. This therapeutic application of tarot was solidified in his later work, where he explicitly categorized the cards as archetypal symbols facilitating psychological growth, a perspective echoed in simply laid out tarot readings that draw upon the conscious use of symbols to engage with one's inner world. Carl Jung's relationship with tarot reflects his broader exploration of psychological archetypes and the collective unconscious. By contextualizing tarot within his theoretical framework, Jung not only illuminated the potential of tarot for self-discovery, but also validated its role as a tool for psychological insight. His contributions helped usher in a new appreciation for tarot, fostering a dialogue between psychological practice and ancient symbolic traditions, thus cementing the tarot's place as an important resource for those seeking to understand the complexities of the human psyche. Alejandro Jodorowsky, born 1929 in Tocopilla, Chile, is a multifaceted artist known for his work as a filmmaker, playwright, author, and spiritual teacher. His contributions to the world of tarot are particularly noteworthy and stem from his unique approach that intertwines psychology, mysticism, and artistic expression. Jodorowsky's journey with tarot began in the 1970s, during a pivotal period in his life when he was exploring various forms of spiritual and artistic paths. This exploration was heavily influenced by his interest in the esoteric, particularly in relation to the tarot's rich symbolism. One of the defining moments in Jodorowsky's relationship with tarot came in 1973 when he collaborated with French artist Philippe Camoin to create a new tarot deck known as 1973, the Camoin-Jodorowsky Tarot. This deck is notable for its vibrant and evocative images, which aim to capture the deep psychological and spiritual insights associated with each card. Jodorowsky's approach was revolutionary. He believed that tarot was not merely a tool for divination, but a profound system of understanding the human psyche. In 1987, he published The Way of Tarot, the spiritual teacher in the cards, where he elaborated on his philosophy surrounding tarot as a means for self-discovery and healing. In this work, he emphasized the importance of intuition, personal interpretation, and the transformative potential of engaging with the tarot cards. Beyond the creation of the tarot deck and his writings, Jodorowsky's theatrical background played a significant role in his interpretation of tarot. He often employed concepts from psychomagic, a practice he developed, which blends psychology, spirituality, and ritual to facilitate healing. Jodorowsky believed that by immersing oneself in the tarot's archetypal imagery, individuals could unlock hidden aspects of their unconscious mind, an idea that reflects the depth of symbolism inherent in the tarot tradition. His teachings encourage practitioners to engage with the cards on a profound personal level, fostering not just divination, but therapeutic transformation. Throughout his works and teachings, Jodorowsky has also drawn connections between tarot and various spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, Kabbalah, and alchemy. This interdisciplinary approach has helped to bridge gaps between different mystical traditions, enriching the interpretation of tarot cards within a broader context of spiritual inquiry. His emphasis on the importance of the artist and the psychological aspects of tarot readings has influenced contemporary tarot practices, making Jodorowsky a pivotal figure in the revival and popularization of tarot in modern spirituality. Overall, Alejandro Jodorowsky's contributions to the world of tarot are multi-layered, blending artistic, psychological, and spiritual elements into a comprehensive system for understanding the self and the universe. His innovative interpretations and teachings have not only revitalized interest in tarot, but have also transformed it into a dynamic tool for personal exploration and healing, resonating deeply with practitioners and seekers around the world. Yoav Ben Dov, a student of Jodorowsky, was a prominent figure in the contemporary exploration of tarot, celebrated for his scholarly approach and significant contributions to the understanding of the tarot's symbolism, history, and application in personal development. His journey with tarot began from a strong academic background, which includes a focus on philosophy, psychology, and art history. This diverse educational foundation positioned him to approach tarot not simply as a mystical tool, but as a complex system of archetypes deeply intertwined with human consciousness and creativity. Ben Dov is best known for his work on the Tarot of Marseille, a traditional tarot deck that has roots in the 16th century Europe. He has spent years researching the deck's historical context, analyzing its imagery, and uncovering its psychological implications. His book, The Marseille Tarot Revealed, published in 2006, presents an in-depth exploration of the deck's symbolism, grounding it in historical accuracy, while also connecting it to broader themes in art and culture. This work contributes to a growing field of tarot scholarship that seeks to understand tarot not just as a divination system, but as a reflection of the cultural and philosophical zeitgeist of its time. Moreover, Ben Dov's integration of ideas from quantum physics into his understanding of tarot has been particularly innovative. He posits that the fundamental principles of quantum mechanics, such as the interconnectedness of particles and the observer effect, parallel the experiential aspects of tarot reading. In his view, tarot operates as a mirror for the subconscious, where the reader's intentions and perceptions shape the experience as profoundly as the symbolic meanings of the cards themselves. This connection to quantum physics illustrates an underlying theme of reality as a woven tapestry of possibilities, resonating with the interpretive nature of tarot, where multiple interpretations can exist simultaneously. Ben Dov's approach also emphasizes the importance of personal introspection and intuition in tarot reading. His academic background has allowed him to formulate a structured methodology for tarot interpretation that respects the emotional and psychological dimensions involved. In workshops and seminars, he teaches practitioners to cultivate a deeper awareness of their own cognitive frameworks, thereby enhancing their ability to engage meaningfully with the cards. His emphasis on the interconnectedness of mind, matter, and symbolism reflects a modern understanding of tarot as a tool not only for divination, but also for personal growth and psychological healing. Through his rigorous scholarship and synthesis of disciplines, Yoav Ben Dov has emerged as a key figure in the contemporary tarot community. His work bridges the gap between traditional tarot practices and modern psychological and scientific perspectives, inviting practitioners to explore the multidimensional aspects of interpretation and self-discovery inherent in the tarot experience. This fusion of history, philosophy, and science signifies a significant step toward a more integrated understanding of tarot, affirming its relevance in today's quest for meaning and consciousness exploration. Camelia Elias, based in Denmark, is a contemporary tarot scholar, practitioner, and author renowned for her unique approach to tarot reading, blending traditional interpretive methods with modern philosophical insights. Her connection to tarot is marked by a profound reverence for its historical roots, particularly drawing inspiration from classical tarot traditions such as the Tarot de Marseille and the Italian tarot. Camelia advocates for a deeper understanding of the cards beyond mere fortune-telling. In her work, she emphasizes the significance of understanding tarot as a complete linguistic system. Tarot is not just a tool for divination, but a language of symbols that speaks to the psyche, she often states, encapsulating her belief in the psychological depth of the cards. This perspective aligns with the ideas put forth by seminal figures like Carl Jung, who saw symbols as essential to comprehending the unconscious. She approaches the cards as a dynamic space for dialogue, rather than static signs to predict the future. In her numerous articles and workshop presentations, Elias engages with both the historical context of tarot and its particular relevance today. This interconnected approach allows her to draw parallels between historical tarot practices and contemporary psychological insights, demonstrating how age-old symbols can facilitate personal insight in modern contexts. She advocates for an intuitive, experiential learning experience, encouraging practitioners to forge their own independent connections with the cards themselves, rather than relying solely on prescripted, traditional meanings. The cards should not be masters over us. Rather, they should serve as companions on our journey, Elias asserts, echoing the sentiments of tarot's early adopters, who revered the cards as guides for introspection. Comparison with the Rider-Waite Smith system. One of the most notable developments in tarot history is the creation of the Rider-Waite Smith deck in 1909 by Arthur Edward Waite and illustrator Pamela Coleman Smith. This deck revolutionized the tarot landscape with its detailed illustrations on all cards, which aided in storytelling and eased interpretation for novice readers. However, the Tarot de Marseille holds distinct advantages, particularly in its historical authenticity and pedagogical approach. Many experienced practitioners, such as Alejandro Jodorowsky, advocate for the Marseille system due to its focus on numerology, symbolism, and the absence of illustrations on minor arcana cards, which they argue cultivates deeper intuition. Jodorowsky states, "The Tarot de Marseille teaches us to read the cards through the lens of our spiritual evolution, enriching our understanding of life's cycles." Furthermore, renowned author and tarot scholar Rachel Pollack speaks to the broader cultural significance. With Marseille, every number and suit speaks in ancient tongues, conveying the messages of humanity's shared journey. This reinforces the notion that the Tarot de Marseille embodies a legacy that transcends time, allowing its users to connect not just to the cosmos, but to the shared human experience. Perhaps Yoav Ben Dov says it best regarding the Tarot de Marseille, with the following 3 quotes. "The imagery of the Tarot de Marseille, deeply rooted in historical and cultural contexts, allows us to tap into layers of meaning that transcend time and space. Interpreting the Tarot de Marseille requires a balance between intuition and knowledge. It invites us to engage with our inner wisdom while honoring the tradition from which it springs. The Tarot de Marseille is not just a deck of cards. It is a profound tool for introspection and understanding the human experience through its rich symbolism." Conclusion: the Tarot de Marseille is more than just a divination tool. It's a lens through which one can explore the depths of the human psyche and the mysteries of existence. Its captivating history is steeped in cultural significance, from its origins as a simple card game to its revered status in esoteric circles. The lineage of the Tarot de Marseille includes notable figures who shaped its interpretation, ensuring that it remains a vital piece of Western mysticism. As it continues to resonate in contemporary practices, this timeless deck offers insights, reflection, and connection to the broader tapestry of life. Its straightforward aesthetic and raw symbolism invite users to cultivate their own deeper intuition, compare narratives, and nourish their spiritual journey, showcasing that the Tarot de Marseille's relevance is as enduring as the mysteries it seeks to unravel.